What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My name is UnrealEntGaming, and welcome back to another episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week, smack dab right in the middle of March. We are about to leave March in about, 11 to 10 days, so we're going to be entering April. And April, everybody knows what's going down on April. It's going to be Dragon Ball Z Revival of F. Anybody out there who's going to watch it in Japan, have a great time watching it, of course. There are going to be a lot of bootleg copies and a lot of hardcam footages online, but my best support would be to actually support the series, because as you guys already know, when you guys begin to support something, obviously the company will take notice and begin to just go from there. So as shown with Battle of Gods, of course, so many people have been talking about it, including myself and you guys, and everybody in the community for that matter. And look what happened, we have another movie. So once again, everybody, I want to thank you all for watching this week's episode, and thank you all for watching last week's episode as well. So much Dragon Ball Xenoverse feedback. You guys have been absolutely fucking hilarious. You guys have been absolutely awesome battling me. Yeah, I mean, I've lost several times online, not that big of a deal, but it is what it is, I suppose. But before we begin, everybody, I really hope you guys take a minute to go on ahead and check out my second channel. The link will be in the description and comment section below at UnrealEnt Network. On that channel, guys, you will find a whole bunch of stuff that you guys won't find on here, including alternative Xenoverse battles, a whole bunch of Dying Light, WWE, and so on and so forth. So, before we begin, everybody, let me just say one more thing. I want to say that if anybody wants to battle me once again on Xenoverse, go on ahead and add me on the PlayStation 4. I've been getting like so much traffic on there, it's just ridiculous. Like, so many people have been wanting to battle me, and I've been putting a lot of those videos up on the second channel at UnrealEnt Network. And yeah, I've lost certain fights. It's been pandemonium. The game is just freaking awesome. So let's begin with our first question of the week, everybody. And like I said earlier, like I always tell you guys, please don't forget to submit your questions in the comment section below. So without any further ado, everybody, let's begin with our first question of the week, and it is from
Alex. It's Kenneth Davis, and I'm back with some fan mail for you. So I know this is like a weird freaking angle for you, because I'm on my bed. So yeah, back there is my Dragon Ball Z poster, and you can see a little bit of my name on the top. You can't see that much, but yeah. Anyway, on to my questions. Question number one. Okay. But I just thought about this for a while. Let's say, like, the Mira and Tora from Xenoverse is begin to alter the events from the Super Android 13 film. What if Goku, Vegeta, Trunks somehow, like, automatically knew about fusion while they're fighting the androids, 13, 14, and 15? Like, what if Goku fused with Future Trunks instead of Vegeta, therefore not creating Gogeta and battles the androids? So I'm not your full option of that, because that would be interesting. I don't know how you call it. Trunku, Vegeta. I mean, I don't know how you call that. Goku who fused with Trunks, just like Future Trunks, I mean. Question number two. Let's see. If I get Mind Wars 7 on my Xbox, I want to be joining on your team, because if I was on your team right now, if the wars were able to go down, I would screw everyone over, especially Jason. You have no idea. I want to bring the pain to everybody, and if we're lucky on Xenoverse, I would beat you down. Question number three. Let's see. What if the androids killed Future Trunks, but not Future Gohan? How would you play off if Future Gohan wasn't killed by the androids? And what if he got his arm back, like automatically got his arm back? Or if not, what if Bulma managed to build another spaceship to go to the planet Namek to ask the Purim God to wish for his new arm back? Question number four. What if Vegeta suddenly knew about freaking? What if Vegeta somehow knew about, like, like, the Super Saiyan 5 form in GT. Because remember when Bulma did mention Super Saiyan 5 in GT, I'm like, what? Super Saiyan 5? I was like, huh? Super Saiyan 5? No, I was wondering we could get Super Saiyan 5 in GT. But a few episodes later, never saw it once. Well, if it weren't for AF, we wouldn't have to get all these crazy, interesting stories we haven't knew about. I never liked AF anyway. Question number 5. I saw your discussion video on what if Future Trunks became Super Saiyan 3. I kind of like that idea. What if Future Trunks will come back and teams up with Goku, Vegeta, and Pikkon to fight off against Broly as a Super Saiyan 3? Or in Battle of Gods, a new revival of F, Future Trunks comes by and he becomes a Super Saiyan 3 and helps Goku and Vegeta to fight off God Frieza or whatever. Or what if Future Trunks becomes Super Saiyan 3 while fighting Pikkon? That's an interesting fight. Oh, my 6th question is, what if Future Trunks as a Super Saiyan 3 fight Pikkon? I watched 4 options of that, so my last question is, did you watch Legend of Korra? Oh my god. You need to watch Legend of Korra. If you haven't, I recommend you just go watch it. It's just amazing. It has all the action, the comedy, the romance. If you watch Legend of Korra, there is some Dragon Ball Z references, just a bit, just tiny a proportion of it. And later on down the road, there's 4 seasons. I was kind of sad they didn't make season 5, so hey, it's Legend of Korra. So that's my question, Alex. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, before I go, I want to do a guitar fusion with me. Here, guess the earrings. And other thing I want to say before I go is, I know you're complaining you couldn't see my face in the video. I'm sorry, I couldn't do that. I had trouble adjusting the camera. So, that's my questions. And remember, get that earring.
You fucking threw the earrings like way too far away. I couldn't catch it, damn it. Like the earrings stuck on like a frog. So like you're gonna fuse with a frog now. Good luck with that. Anyways, thank you for the video, man. To answer your first question, if Goku and Future Trunks fused instead of Vegeta, well, that would be a really great fusion, but they wouldn't have that rivalry boost like Vegeta and Goku have. That's one way of them, progressing through power, especially, having that hatred towards one another. They use that as fuel to progress themselves throughout battle, so that's pretty useful. Trunks and Goku have no beef, so it's like their power levels wouldn't be as significantly high, I suppose, as it would be with Vegeta, but it would be very interesting to see how Future Trunks and Goku would, coexist, because I do feel firmly that Future Trunks would definitely agree with a fusion like that. He wouldn't even care. He'd be like, alright, let's do this. Against like super androids such as 13 or the fusion of all of them, like I said, I mean, I think a regular fusion between Goku and Future Trunks would be more than enough, given the fact that Mira and Toa would be able to repossess and recontrol these androids and make them more evil. I do firmly believe that Goku and Trunks would be able to pull that off very easily. I mean, at this point, looking at Goku's power and looking at Trunks' power, why wouldn't they be able to create a fusion strong enough to defeat these super androids, and that's why I firmly stand by that. I mean, but that was only if Mira and Toa did that. If Mira and Toa were able to, I guess you could say, fuse all the androids. Now, if you're talking about every single androids, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, along with 13, 14, and 15, that would be a very, very, very interesting fusion. If you want to throw Cell in there, then fine. So now you have the mega fusion of androids 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and Cell. That's 9 motherfuckers all fused in one. Can you imagine? Yeah, then I would suppose, yeah, you need somebody like Beerus or Whis to destroy them, because there is no way a Super Saiyan 3 would be able to combat that. There's no way a Super Saiyan 3 fusion would probably be able to combat that, because the level of power behind that, I mean, you have a Super Perfect Cell, who's already strong enough as it is, and now you're throwing in there the rest of the androids. Like that right there is overkill. You know, the level of power behind that would be tremendous. But if you're only talking about 13 and everybody, well, yeah, Trunks and Goku would be more than willing to fuse and easily capable of destroying them. So, to answer your second question, Mind Wars on Xbox. Well, I never did Mind Wars on Xbox. Mind Wars has always been a thing on the PC, and it will always be something on the PC, because there's much more leniency and there's more things to do. On the Xbox and PS4 versions, I haven't continued Mercenaries in a while. I haven't done Mercenaries in a while, and for those of you out there who saw the very first Mercenaries openings, Mercenaries was something completely different. It was pretty much 1 against 100 in essence. You know, you actually built your sanctuaries, and one person out of the 100 would have to survive all of that. So it was pretty interesting. But Mind Wars on the Xbox, it's never going to happen, because it's always been a PC thing. It will always be a PC thing because of protection purposes and much more leniency for the players. People are able to go out, build more, do more, interact better without having to you know, stumble upon the consoles. I mean, the consoles are very limited. You can't throw in mods in there. You can't do much. So Mind Wars on the Xbox, I don't think it's ever going to happen, to be honest. I mean, I'm just being honest, man. So to answer your third question, the androids killing off future Trunks instead of future Gohan. That right there would be a fucking game changer right there. I mean, everybody already knows that future Trunks was much more powerful than future Gohan. Future Gohan had 1 arm and he was still able to survive. Now, in terms of him having his arm back, I think the only way that would happen is if Bulma built him a mechanical arm. Now, I know a lot of people are going to get sidetracked and say, oh, well, enough with the mechanical shit. We've seen it enough. You know, we don't really need more mechanical things happening. So, but I think if Gohan had a metal arm, it would serve him a little better to fight, because, I mean, if he goes back and he tries to fight all of these androids or whoever it is he's trying to fight, I mean, having 1 arm, like, you're so limited by 1 arm that you can't really do much. So if Bulma created him a metal arm, I do believe that Gohan's purposes would be served a lot better than anybody else's, for that matter. Now, going back to Future Trunks, if Future Trunks got killed, that wouldn't have made Vegeta get pushed to his very core. That would pretty much allow a lot of people to slack off. Future Trunks was one of the many reasons why so many of these fighters were training the way they were training. They were busting their asses. They were training like freaking barbarians, you know, because Future Trunks gave them that reason to. Future Trunks was like, hey man, listen, there's a fucking threat coming our way, and if we don't prepare, we're screwed. I think Future Gohan, if he was in that timeline with Goku and everybody else, yeah, he would have motivated everybody, but I don't think he would be as aggressive as Trunks were. So, to answer your fourth question, Super Saiyajin 5. Now, I don't think I've ever heard Bulma say there was a Super Saiyan 5 in GT. I really, if anybody can find that clip of supposedly Bulma talking about a Super Saiyan 5, if there's any clip of that, please send it to me, because I really want to hear that. I watched all of GT and I've never ever heard her once reference Super Saiyan 5, but if somehow Vegeta was able to become a Super Saiyan 5, that would also be a game changer, because Vegeta would be the first one to finally, you know, achieve a form before Goku. That would be very fitting, actually, because in the AF timeline, Goku finds out about the form before anybody does. And ironically enough, he was training with Pikkon, and Pikkon was so strong that Goku's like, all right, well, I'm about to take this up to the next level. And Pikkon's like, what the fuck are you talking about? He went to Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, and then Pikkon's like, yeah, I already know about this. Like, what the hell are you talking about? And then Goku's like, all right, watch this. Bam! And Pikkon saw it, and Pikkon's like, I cannot believe what I just saw. Like, my body was shaking. That's how powerful that form is. So if Super Saiyan 5 were introduced, I would have it be introduced during the Omega Shenron battle. Super Saiyan 4 was, you know, lengthy enough for throughout the Baby Saga and the Super 17 Saga and the Shadow Dragon Saga. So I felt like if anybody were to have a Super Saiyan 5 moment, the best time to do that would be during the Omega Shenron beef, because Omega Shenron versus a Super Saiyan 5 would be much more credible for him, because now you have like this Shadow Dragon who overcomes a Super Saiyan 4, but can he actually overcome a Super Saiyan 5? Super Saiyan 5 is a fan-made thing. I do approve of it. I do think that should have been the final level, like, ever. And if anything, Akira Toriyama, he should have created Super Saiyan 4 and 5 by himself. You know, I really wish he did GT, because we would have had Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then finally, if you want to do the final form ever, it could have been a Super Saiyan God, which exceeds that of a Super Saiyan 5. But if Vegeta found out about Super Saiyan 5, I'm pretty sure he would challenge Goku to a Super Saiyan 4 duel first, and then finally, if he realizes he gets beat down, he'd be like, alright, I'm about to do to you what you pretty much did to me when I fought you as a Majin, except you never revealed it to me, you hid it from me, but I'm not going to hide this from you, so watch this. Bam! Becomes a Super Saiyan 5, and Goku's like, what the fuck? That would have been so cool to see. To answer your, I believe it's your 5th question, future Trunks as a Super Saiyan 3 colliding with Broly or God Frieza. Now, Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, he like I've been telling you guys, he's been shown on Dragon Ball Heroes. He's been showcased on so many different occasions, Mugen and ZEQ2 Light, and he's been showcased to essentially a lot of places. So, Trunks becoming a Super Saiyan 3 is essential, because it would be important and really cool to see another Super Saiyan 3 aside from Goku and Gotenks. Gotenks, I don't think, isn't really legit, because it requires 2 people to become a Super Saiyan 3 in a matter. Goku just requires 1. Future Trunks versus Majin Buu would have been such a great fight to see. We saw, you know, pieces and clips of it during Heroes, and it was so cool because Future Trunks became a Super Saiyan 3, and he attacked Majin Buu, and it was so cool to see. Now, on the other hand, if he fought Broly as a Super Saiyan 3, Broly's power is hyperextended. His power is just a little higher than everybody else's because he has that Ultra form. He has that power boost, so to say. So obviously he would be much more powerful than a common Super Saiyan 3. But against God Frieza or Beerus or anything like that, yeah, I mean, Trunks would get slaughtered. There's no plausible way of him even coming close to anybody. So, but I mean, I definitely approve of that. I wanted to see that myself for years, but it never happened. So, and that goes into your next question. Future Trunks as a Super Saiyan 3 versus Pikkon. Pikkon would get destroyed. There's no competition right there. Future fucking Trunks all the way. And to answer your final question, no, I've never watched Legend of Korra, so I don't know what exactly it is. Never really had time to watch anything else lately because I've been so freaking busy. But if anything, I'll probably check it out to see what it's about. I'm still trying to catch up on Titanfall, still trying to finish up on Death Note. So much going on that it's just really hard to watch so many different animes, especially when you're doing so much. So, but anyways, Mr. Kenneth Davis, thank you for the questions once again, and I hope you have a great day. And by the way, stop hating on Vegeta. Jesus, all right, I understand you feel as if, you know, he's taken away from other people's positions, and you felt like, you know, you wanted to see other villains aside from Frieza. I get that, but Vegeta never had his moment. He never really excelled and killed anybody, or was the hero for that matter. So for Vegeta to have that role placement in the next movie, just be happy. I mean, who knows? I mean, let's see what happens in the following film if it ever decides to fucking drop. So, anyways, Mr. Kenneth, thank you for the questions, man, and I hope you have a wonderful day, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Charles. Hey, Alex, it's Nate here, and I have some fan mail. Okay. Question number 1, what if Vegeta killed Goku with the Gala Gun? Question 2, thoughts on the Kirby versus Boo death battle? Question 3, do you think Call of Duty Black Ops 3 will be better than Advanced Warfare? Question 4, pros and cons on Raging Blast 3's project? Question 5, Super Saiyan God Vegito versus Superman Prime 1 million. Oh, damn. Question 6, what if Vegito never defused? Question 7, Bibbidi versus Bobbidi, better guy to control Boo? Those are all my questions, bro. Peace, fuck Yamcha! Yes, so agree with that. To answer your first question, Mr. Nate, if Vegeta killed Goku with the Gala Gun, the entire course of history would have changed. Frieza would have found the Dragon Balls on Namek. He would have talked to Porunga. He would have became an immortal. He would have slaughtered everybody. Gohan would have been dead. Piccolo would have been dead. Krillin would have been dead. Fuck Yamcha. Tien would have been dead. Everybody would have died. The course of Dragon Ball Z would have ended right there. And the reason why I say that is because there is no overseer or voice of reason or protector to tell these people what to do, what's right and what's wrong, and to fight for the very cause of justice. Goku fought for justice. Goku fought to test his power. Vegeta fought for different reasons at the time. He fought for supremacy and power and to see that he was the greatest and that how evil he was and all that kind of shit. So if he was able to kill off Goku with the Gala gun, that would have changed so much. At the same time, I don't think we would have saw Cell because Dr. Gero would have never had any intentions to create androids to come after Goku because they all would have been fucking dead. Vegeta would have probably blew up Earth. But that also leaves an essence for Vegeta being the hero one day, standing up against Frieza. So there's a lot of leniency behind that, a lot of different things to talk about and to cover in that very topic that you're talking about right now. But if Vegeta killed Goku, that would have been the be-all, end-all of Dragon Ball Z right there, because what exactly could you go with next? To answer your second question, the fucking fight between Majin Buu and Kirby was so freaking stupid. First of all, right, like when they included Majin Buu, they fucking dumbed his power down as Super Buu, as Kid Buu, and honestly, Super Buu and Kid Buu, well, in particular, Super Buu actually is the smartest one. He would have went in there with a strategy to destroy Kirby. Fat Buu would have probably have just slacked off here and there, but if anything, if Majin Buu couldn't get the job done, then Super Buu would have. And if anything, if Super Buu failed, then Kid Buu would have destroyed everything, literally. Kid Buu's nuts. So for Kirby to go within his own dimensions and eat that star and become immortal and you know, just so happen to relaunch Kid Buu's ultimate attack against him, it was just like, what in the hell is going on? I do not approve of that. I really firmly believe that Screw Attack has some sort of beef with Dragon Ball Z fans because they made Goku lose. They bitched out Vegeta against, you know, Sonic. And now they're bitching out Majin Buu against Kirby. Are you kidding me right now? Like, how does that even go about? Like, there's no plausible way of Kirby ever defeating any Dragon Ball Z character. No way in hell. No fucking way in hell. What is he going to do? Absorb their attacks by sucking them all in? He can't. He'll implode on himself. Like, imagine him trying to suck in a Spirit Bomb, and then behind the Spirit Bomb, you have Goku unleashing a Kamehameha wave to push the Spirit Bomb back down. Like, there's no way Kirby would fucking get eradicated. So, for Majin Buu to lose to Kirby, it was just an outrage for me. So yeah, to answer your third question, Black Ops 3 being better than Advanced Warfare, I really hope so. I really hope every Call of Duty game is better than its predecessor, and I think it will be because Zombies is going to be a lot better. As you guys saw my Zombies videos before on Advanced Warfare Exo Zombies, it was fun, it was cool, but there was no, you know, legitimate, you know, like story behind that. It wasn't as fun as we thought it would be. So, Black Ops 3 for me, I think it's going to be better because, well, whatever Call of Duty game comes out for that matter, it's going to be better than Advanced Warfare because the exosuits, yeah, they were good, but they kind of took away a little bit from a lot of things, and Advanced Warfare did serve its purpose, but I do firmly believe that whatever Call of Duty game is coming out next, it's going to be that much better. So, hopefully more zombies, because that's all I'm going to do is zombies, 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 zombies. So, to answer your fourth question, the pros and cons on Raging Blast 3 project. Wow, I had a yawn. Sorry about that. Oh, man, I'm thinking real quick. Raging Blast 3. I don't think there are any cons, aside from the fact that there is no advertisement for the game. There is no legitimate promotion for the game. Aside from me, I haven't seen anybody else, probably like one or two other people that have promoted Raging Blast 3, but everybody else just choose to say, oh, it's just Raging Blast 3, you know, who cares? Raging Blast 3, if it happened, it would be that much better than probably Xenoverse. Don't hold me accountable to that, But like I said, I mean, would I have Raging Blast 3 over Xenoverse? Probably not. Xenoverse is fucking amazing. For those of you out there who saw my Xenoverse episodes, you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, Raging Blast 3 in its entirety would be great to see. The cinematics would be amazing. The overall fight simulations would have been amazing. But it wouldn't be no Xenoverse. Like, Xenoverse has character creation and an alternative story and what-if characters and stuff. So, it serves its purpose as holding itself as a legitimate game. But, you know, some of the cons about the Raging Blast 3 project is the fact that nobody's pushing it out there. So, to answer your fifth question, God, Vegito, or Superman Prime 1 million? Holy shit. I really don't know. Superman Prime 1 million is a fucking machine. You guys don't understand how powerful this dude is. Given the fact that I'm a Dragon Ball Z fanboy, I'll say Super Saiyan God Vegito, because if Super Saiyan God Vegito is able to raise his power to a Super Saiyan 3 while in his God state, I do believe he would have such a great chance of winning. And the fact that he has a shitload of arsenal of moves, he has a whole bunch of stuff in his dispense that he can use to fight off, you know, Superman Prime 1 million. So I would have to say Super Saiyan God Vegito. And to answer your final question, Bibbidi. Bibbidi would have a better control over Majin Buu than Bobbidi, because Bibbidi knew Majin Buu. Bibbidi practically created Majin Buu, and he had a better overall serving purpose. Now, Bobbidi was always, you know, like, do this, or I'm going to kill you, or I'm going to put you back in the ball. You know, like, Bibbidi never did that. Bibbidi was always aside and stood by Majin Buu, and then Majin Buu just went apeshit and killed him. So, in those regards, I would have to say that Bibbidi would do a much better job than Bobbidi in terms of controlling Buu. So, anyways, Mr. Nate, thank you for the questions, my friend, and I hope you have a wonderful day, bro. And now moving on to the next question, which is from FPS Rhino Gaming. Who do you think would win in an all-out battle? Rigger versus Zykor versus Raikon? Ooh, that is a very good question. Well, to answer that question, personally for me, all three characters have their own distinctions. Zykor being from Dragon Ball AF, Rigger being from Dragon Ball New Age, and Raikon being from my fan-made series. It's actually very hard to dictate. Well, number one, Zykor and Rigger are both able to turn into Super Saiyan 5s. I never allowed that for my character, at least not yet, because I feel as if Super Saiyan 5 is being overused a lot, and I feel like the overall utilization of Super Saiyan 4 was never really captured that much. I guess you could say Rigger was the only one to utilize that back in Dragon Ball New Age. But against Zykor, who is a half demigod, being, you know, half Kaioshin and half Saiyan, you have Rigger, who is the descendant of Vegeta. He's a part of Vegeta's family. And Raikon being the hybrid Saiyan from planet Vegeta that escaped before Frieza destroyed the planet. I would say in an all-out Super Saiyan 4 battle, I think Super Saiyan 4-wise, Raikon would definitely smash Rigger and Zykor. Raikon's pretty much Magna level when he turns into a Super Saiyan 4 is Super Saiyan 4 Prime. He achieves the ultimate level of Super Saiyan 4, being that he actually exceeds all of his levels. If he's a Super Saiyan 1, he's going to be a Ultimate Super Saiyan 1. If he's a Super Saiyan 2, he's going to become an Ultimate Super Saiyan 2, which means, you know, he hits the pinnacle of the form. So if all three of these guys battled, I do feel as if in the beginning Raikon would definitely dominate, because Raikon has that mentality where he doesn't allow anybody to survive, pretty much, first and foremost. And Raikon's most worthy adversary is Super Saiyan 3 Vegito, so that right there just goes to show that only a Super Saiyan 3 Vegito is barely able to keep up. But being that, you know, Zykor and Rigger are both able to transform further, I do believe that puts Raikon in a very peculiar position, because he's not able to become a Super Saiyan 5. So where does this leave Raikon, you know? So given the fact that the other two are able to become Super Saiyan 5s, I do feel as if that would eliminate Raikon from the equation. So in an all-out Super Saiyan 4 battle, I think it would be Raikon. But since the other two are able to transform further, I would say between Zykor and Rigger, it would probably be Zykor. that would fall before Rigger. So I would have to say Rigger would definitely win between the three in an all-out Super Saiyan 5 battle. You know, his most worthy adversary was Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Zykor's most worthy adversary was Super Saiyan 5 Goku, and Raikon's most worthy adversary was Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. That's just my personal opinion. I do feel as if Zykor and Raikon would lose to Rigger because Rigger over exceeds that power, but only if Zykor and Rigger become Super Saiyan 5s. If both of them stood at Super Saiyan 4s, Raikon would easily smash both of them into oblivion. Like that wouldn't even be a challenge. But I have a lot more going on with Raikon than you guys expect or even know about, so you guys are just going to have to wait and stay tuned for that. But anyways, my friend, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from The King. Hi, Alex. Can you tell me, in your opinion, do you think if Goku did not go Super Saiyan 3 and he never unlocked it, do you think the DBZ fanbase would not love the Boo saga as much? Well, if Goku never became a Super Saiyan 3, thank you for the question, by the way. Well, I will say this. If Goku never became a Super Saiyan 3, yeah, it would take away just a little bit more because, what made the Boo saga was the fact that there was a new transformation aside from Super Saiyan 2, that being Super Saiyan 3, that being one of the ultimate forms that was actually able to sustain a lot of things and, you know, be able to, take care of the adversaries, per se. I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, you would have fusions, right? So fusions, man, but then again, how? All right, yeah. So you would have fusions to make up for Super Saiyan 3. You would have Vegito, obviously. You would have Gotenks. But what worries me is the fact that would Gotenks especially be able to transform any further than a Super Saiyan 2 to hold off Boo? In my honest opinion, if Goku never went Super Saiyan 3, now that I'm really thinking about it, I don't think DBZ fans would, that's such a tricky question. I don't think DBZ fans would like it as much in an essence because, like, who in the right mind would you have try to combat Boo at a Super Saiyan 2 basis? Goku? Vegeta? Gohan? No. So for them to take away Super Saiyan 3, I think the only plausible thing left that would keep the audience, you know, glued onto the television set would be to introduce a lot of fusions. Either that or Future Trunks comes back, you know, like that would have been pretty cool. But if there was no incorporation of Super Saiyan 3, how would Goku have taught Gotenks? You know, therefore, how could have Gotenks, you know, held off against Boo? So in that regard, it's kind of tricky because Super Saiyan 2, we all saw what happened. It did not stand a chance at all. Every single person who opposed Majin Buu in a Super Saiyan 2 form or under got heavily beaten down that they couldn't even fucking function anymore. So that just goes to show that, you know, without Super Saiyan 3, everybody else is pretty much rendered useless. So I think in my personal regards that if Super Saiyan 3 was taken away, I think the overall villains would have definitely won, but they still would have kept Fusion. So I suppose Fusion would have made up for it. But I don't think, I mean, personally for me, I still would have been in tune with Dragon Ball Z, but I wouldn't have been as interested to say, wow, look at Goku transforming any further into like this new form. It's pretty cool. So without that regard, I don't think I would have been into DBZ as much as seeing what he did before. So, but anyways, my friend, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And once again, everybody, thank you all for watching this week's episode of Fan Mail of the Week. I am your host, UnrealEntGaming. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all latest news, information, and updates. If you guys have some questions for me, drop them in the comment section below, or like Kenneth Davis did, make a video response, and I will definitely reply to you. Once again, everybody, don't forget to check out my second channel at UnrealEnt Network, where you will find a whole bunch of stuff that you won't find on here. And thank you all for watching, everybody. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed the episode, don't forget to hit it up with a like and a favorite. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you guys want to battle me on Xenoverse, same thing, just jump on in. Once again, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you in the next episode. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.